Why is understanding friction direction key for GED science? Imagine trying to push a heavy box across the floor. You feel resistance pushing back against your effort. That resistance is what we call friction. Friction is a force that always acts in the opposite direction to the movement or the force trying to move an object. Knowing which way friction pushes helps us understand how objects start moving, slow down, or stop altogether. This idea is super important for the GED Science test, especially in the section about forces and motion. Friction happens when two surfaces are in contact. Think of rubbing your hands together or sliding a book across a table. There are two main types of friction. Static friction stops an object from moving when you first try to push it. It acts opposite to your push but only until the object begins to move. Once it starts moving, kinetic friction takes over. Kinetic friction acts on objects already in motion and works to slow them down. Understanding that friction always pushes against the direction of movement helps you predict what will happen when forces are applied. For example, when you push a shopping cart, friction pushes back against your push. If the cart is heavy or the surface is rough, friction makes it harder to move. When the cart slides, kinetic friction slows it down until it stops. This is why brakes work on cars. They increase friction between the brake pads and the wheels to slow the vehicle. This idea connects directly to Newton's first law of motion, which says that an object will keep moving at the same speed unless a force acts on it. Friction is often that force. It causes objects to slow down and eventually stop if no other force keeps them moving. So, understanding the direction of friction helps you see why objects behave the way they do in real life and on the test. Knowing how friction works is also useful in everyday life. When you walk, your shoes create friction with the ground, helping you stay balanced. When you drive, the tires grip the road because of friction, preventing slipping. Brakes work by increasing friction to stop a vehicle safely. All these examples show how important the direction of friction is for understanding motion. In short, understanding the direction of friction is key for GED science because it explains how forces influence movement. It helps you solve problems about objects starting, stopping, or slowing down. Plus, it ties into the basic physics principles tested on the exam. So, next time you push something or step on the brake, remember that friction is working against your effort, always in the opposite direction. Recognizing this makes it easier to understand how forces and motion work together in the physical world.